Wrestling. This is Justin Powers, of course, chairman, commentator, broadcaster, podcaster, and pretty much everything that stands for ATWW, the heart of ATWW, the British Enigma. And we welcome you here in the beautiful New York City for the face-to-face, one-on-one press conference just less than 24 hours before their big meeting that will start off the card for ATWW Fight for New York. Once again, I am Justin Powers. We welcome you to this face-to-face. And yeah, honestly, let's get started here. First and foremost on my left, the only guy in this room right now, I do not know where Jordan Briggs is at the present moment. However, this man, in all rights, is no doubt the most dominant and the greatest ATWW champion of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, the longest reigning and the man with the most defenses. He is on a 7-fight undefeated streak ever since getting the gold. The Plague Doctor, AJ Briggs. Everyone's worst nightmare in the building once more. And on to my right, as I said, there's no sign of the ATWW Intercontinental Champion for this face-to-face press conference. I do not know where he is, unfortunately, and as much as I'm trying to be patient, confident, and composed about this entire thing, you need to show up. Especially with a big deal like this, and we know how big of a deal this is, AJ Briggs. We know both titles are on the line, and it's just such a big fight. Briggs, welcome here in the beautiful New York once again. Madison Square Garden, sold out arena in less than 24 hours. You will kick off the card, which seemed to be very rare now, ever since you became the world champ, and honestly, even before you became the world champ. This is going to be very rare to kick off the card like this with an absolute bang. Give me your thoughts, honestly, heading into this fight and the one who's going to be starting off this card.
Well, first and foremost, I appreciate you for your kind words to me.
Wait, hold on a second. Is that for Taro?
Yeah.
Jordan.
What?
What are you doing sitting next to me?
Shut the fuck up. Click the wrong button.
Okay.
Get away.
Wow. Ignore that.
I'm not sitting next to someone like you.
Yeah, Jordan Briggs, go over to my other side, please.
Buying a fucking machete, that's why I'm late.
Not
Very
a
good. It's not very many of them here, but you know, buying one.
Oh, okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying, Briggs. You and Jordan Briggs will start off this card with an absolute bang here in Madison Square Garden, here in New York, and it's such an intense fight. Both titles are on the line, the two most important titles in ATWW history. Give me your thoughts heading into it, and sorry for interrupting you, but I think I needed to see what the fuck was up with Jordan Briggs here. Go ahead.
As I was saying before, this guy showed up late, like most people, whenever they're fighting me, because they're scared of me. But like I was saying, thanks for the kind words at the beginning. I really do appreciate that. However, I don't appreciate...
I mean, they are true.
I don't appreciate being in the first match of the card. Although, how much of a one-sided fight it is going to be, I'd much rather be in the main event, but that isn't my decision to make.
I see. Well, of course, no doubt the underdog in this fight, Jordan Briggs. Jordan, let me turn over to you here. Jordan, no doubt, you said this is probably top 3 your biggest fights in all time in your wrestling career. This fight right here is probably your most important in ATWW, probably right behind your friend, and now friend again, in Carnage.
Actually,
Give me your thoughts.
let me just
Oh.
correct you real quickly. It is now my second biggest match.
Okay, why is that?
The other one was fucking shit, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I see. Well, give me your thoughts on the biggest fight in your ATWW career thus far, because a lot of people seem to say that you are one of the most unluckiest ATWW fighters. Now you are here on the big show, starting off the card with a bang, even though you do see this as the main event match. Give me your thoughts on this possibility and on this opportunity.
It's nothing to do with luck anymore. It's all with fate, you know? It's like all what's coming towards us these days. Like, Briggs doesn't know what's going to probably happen to him. I don't know what's going to happen to me. Like I said before, I don't fear anyone, but unless this man's willing to kill me because I fear death itself, he can fucking kill me, then I'll fear him.
Same thing every time with you, isn't it? Same
Nah.
damn thing. Same damn
You're gonna need
sentences.
fucking God on your side because I have Satan on mine.
You're a tape recorder. That's all you are.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Fucking knock your bleeding head off.
Jordan, as I said, a lot of people believe that you are one of the most unluckiest fighters. A lot of people really say that you are not even the IC champ because you had that title gifted to you after the no-shows from Angel Adams. Do you see this as the real title fight with AJ Briggs, knowing that not only the IC championship is on the line, but as well as his world championship?
I think this is the real title fight. You know, it's only a matter of time before Angels was not gonna show up and fucking lose that belt. He's probably better off losing it to me, 'cause it's fucking other little fucking fucks over there, you know? Like, I'm too fucking drunk for this.
You're too drunk. Why are you drunk in my office?
Shut the fuck up.
Showing up late
Okay.
and drunk. This guy.
I see. Well, moving back here to AJ Briggs. AJ, the IC Championship is one of the most competitive titles in the business. You know that for a fact as you held that title before. You have fought the likes, or well, you have not fought the likes of Ace Colt and many others, but you have certainly saw many people come and go for the IC Championship. We have seen the LJ Perrys, we have seen Prince Vaders going after the title, and now we are in this little revolution with the Broken Blade, the Last Stylebender, and Angel Adams, and of course you got so many others such as the Superhero, the Prodigy, and the Nightmare Prince. This title, you claim that you never technically lost because you did not get pinned in a triple threat match with AJ Storm and Corazon de la Muerte. How does it feel not only onto the road of lights, camera, action where you actually lost that championship in that triple threat match, which you still claim you do not lost, but able to get it back here and avenge yourself from that loss in lights, camera, action, possibly defending it against Alex Black, which I think both men, you two really know, Alex Black is going to be the mandatory challenger for the IC Championship. Briggs?
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't really see the end of that question. My bad. But
All right, well, sorry. Honestly, how does it feel getting this opportunity again for the IC Championship and on the road to become a double champ, first time in your career?
well, it's been a long road that shouldn't have been longer than a mile. But it seems to have been 10 miles considering how long it's taken for me to get back into this position. But we all know that I went up to the bigger and better things, while this guy stays in the low card divisions for the rest of his career. After this fight, and he definitely will be staying there.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, we will definitely see, because I already know. But, however, getting my IC title back is going to be feeling great, because not only do I have a free defense at Lost Camera Action after that. I'll also have even more free defenses in that division, as you kept naming off all the people that I could beat in a heartbeat.
I see. Jordan, you are the reigning champ. Even though it was unfortunate circumstances on how you won the championship, I don't really think you care anyway from one of the last interviews that we really did. A title win is a title win. You did pretty much defeat Angel Adams in the psychological game and mental game. Now you fight AJ Briggs. World title is on the line, and this will be your first ever world title opportunity. AJ Briggs is looking to make it your last. No offense, because I know how talented of an athlete you are. Honestly, your thoughts, even having this fight with AJ Briggs, and how did this all really got to be about? And how did it even get signed in the first place? Because this is such a big fight.
I'm not even gonna be a fucking prick anymore to this guy. I'm gonna be honest. I think because I have nothing really to say about this. I'm not gonna talk this shit like he is. I have nothing to say about this.
Okay. So you're not answering the question?
Because I'm too fucking simple to understand it.
Okay.
You're gonna have to please fix that question.
Jesus Christ, this guy. Okay. Breaks. We have seen a lot of interesting stuff. Honestly, let's just look at your ATWW career for a minute. You have fought some of the best competitors in Ferguson, D-Smoke.
Did I fight D-Smoke?
Fought those. Yes, you did. You fought RJ Kidd. You have fought so many people, legends, and just furthermore. This fight right here, it's the biggest fight in your ATWW career, and the second biggest fight of all time in your wrestling career. Have you been looking at the matches, the dominations, this 7-fight winning streak of AJ Briggs ever since he won the title at ATWW Anniversary? ATWW Anniversary. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter who wins this match. Let's be honest. It doesn't really matter who wins this match. Because either way, afterwards, if I win, I'm getting fucked up by Black. He wins, he's probably going to get fucked up by Black, to be honest.
Okay then. So we're just gonna act like Alex Black is the best in the world. He was my lackey.
I don't care if he was your fucking friend. I don't care if he was your friend. Just like me and Carnage, we were friends. I cut him open, fought him.
He was never my friend. I used him to get to where I am today, and he never got back from what happened. And he never will get back from what happened. You can continue saying whatever you want.
Well, he may if you win. He may if you win, because that's the guy that you're fighting next for the IC Championship.
Who do you think knows you the best?
Whoever wins this fight is going to have to fight the Lone Wolf at Lights Camera Action for their IC Championship.
Who do you think you're fighting next? Who do you think knows you the best? Probably your old bitch boy, Alex Black. You know? Like, there's no one else who knows you the best. Oh.
I've changed.
So yeah, no, totally, because we all fucking change over, like, however fucking many years this was. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
He changed
How
plenty
about
of
we
times.
just move on to the next question? Let's just
please
move on
do.
to the next question. Yeah. We're going to go back to the Plague Doctor, AJ Briggs. AJ, no doubt you are the greatest ATWW champion of all time and probably the greatest ATWW superstar of all time. If we definitely count all your characters and every single accomplishment that you have had, not only of course, it's AJ Briggs, but just expert in general. You are the greatest of all time. There should be pretty much no doubt about that. And there is only one man who really rivals your presence as the greatest of all time, as being the GOAT, and that is, of course, the utter GOAT, the utter side that people still fight over about between you and Ron. Of course, we know Ron is probably going to be your next opponent for the World Championship. That is, if you win. How important is that fight, knowing exactly what went down, how you planned everything out, and, well, pretty much, you need this win for everything to be absolutely perfect. What do you think about this possible future fight with Ron coming soon at Lights, Camera, Action?
I think from a fan's perspective, it's the biggest match possible. From my perspective, I say this a lot. However, I was talking about Jordan Briggs earlier, about him saying stuff a lot. For me, it's just another defense. Like I always say, but it's true. You've seen how many times since I've came back that I have defended my title and that I have won. 7 in a row. Once it gets up to me and versus Ron. Ron, how many undefeated? 10 fights, right? I can overpass
10 fights,
him.
but I mean, that may change. That may change. You never know what can happen.
Either way, I will overpass him. And
Who
I
says
will
you'll still be on a winning
become
streak by then?
I do.
Who says I
I
won't
say
fucking
that.
cut you down tomorrow?
I
says-
beat you already.
Oh, yeah.
Who makes you think that I can't do that again? You've
Wow.
seen what I've done to LJ Perry, one of the
I
best
don't give a shit
ever.
about LJ Perry, little fucking crackhead.
Look, there's so much stuff that has changed since you guys fought each other. I remember when
I know all your tactics.
AJ Briggs was going after some of the highest, most detailed prospects in you, Jordan Briggs, and in people such as Eli Page, for example. And now he is the world champ. You lost your debut match to him. You went on a bit of a skid, unfortunately, and now you are the IC champ. This is the biggest fight to date here in ATWW around the world wrestling. So there's a lot of things that has changed, but it's just very odd, and I feel like this is really going to come down to a mental game. I mean, how focused really are you on this fight? Because you're drunk in my office, you showed in late for the biggest fight here in ATWW, second biggest of all time for you. I mean, how focused really are you being drunk right now in
More
my
focused
office?
than that, man. That man can't even fucking think about what he's gonna do to me. I can. I can think about everything I'm gonna do to him. I'm gonna cut him down. I'm gonna make him look like the weaker one. I will gut you.
What do you think about his past wins against legends?
I don't care about
such
his
as
past wins. Past wins were
Ferguson,
past wins.
TDK, LJ Perry. What do you think of that? Buzz, what do you think of all of them? Them 4 names right there.
I don't care about
And all of them were dominant.
I don't.
That's how scary, everything has changed.
I don't.
So much has changed, that's how scary he is.
I don't care about his past wins. It's always going to be about the future.
Okay.
He has to look about me now. He doesn't have to look back about them. He has to look forward about me. Because
I do agree, because
He has
we
no
saw
reason
what
to be
happened
looking
with the
back.
Amir Sins fight.
if he's looking back, it's going to be more towards his failure.
Bringing up the Amir Sins fight, are you? I don't.
I mean, you cannot deny. I mean, there's a reason why you got comeback of the year for the Slammies. You knew exactly how intense that fight was. We know you took a lot of damage in that fight. The first 10 seconds, you took probably some of the most damage than your past 3 fights from before. You know? I mean, that was scary. And we know that. Amir Sins, somehow, some way, some form, showed a bit of holes into the Plague Doctor's game. How far have you improved those holes ever since?
Improved them. Okay. How far?
Yes.
It took me about 10 minutes after the match started to improve them. You seen, I got four falls on one person in less than 3 minutes.
Do you
That
count any of those falls against Amir Sins as losses? Since you did get pinned 3 times.
No, because I still won the entire match. I
I
give him
understand.
this. He's the only person to pin me in a one-on-one match in my entire career. I'll
It's
give
gonna
him
be
that,
two.
but he didn't win off of it.
Right. I
It's gonna be
understand.
two.
Uh-huh. And it's gonna be
Well, maybe
your
two.
10th pin loss
Yeah.
in a one-on-one for you.
Okay.
Or however many. I can't even count. You went on a defeated streak. You never won until he gave you a win. He gave you a free win.
Who gave me a free
And-
win?
Yeah.
I bet my former friend. He was a little fucking cockhead. I bet Jaden Reigns. I think I can't remember. I bet some
I
Mexican.
probably have the same amount of wins in the past couple weeks as you have gotten in your entire career.
Yeah.
And that should
In
not
my
even be
entire career.
possible. Yes, in
I
your
don't
entire
think
Okay.
that's
career.
possible, but
Okay, look. Jordan Briggs. This fight is big not only for you and for the ATWW universe, but for the great country of Ireland as well. Of course, born and raised in Greystones, County Wicklow, you learned a lot. You learned a lot. You learned your styles and your ways of wrestling. And now you have the chance with this victory to really popularize Fangs for fellow Irishmen here in ATWW. And not only in ATWW, but in all of wrestling. You know, this is your chance to be something even bigger than, let's say, Conor McGregor, of course. What do you think of that chance to really get this sport, this wrestling company, very much popular in your home?
well, see, the thing is here, like, wrestling's not a big thing back at home in Ireland. It's kind of like New Zealand, rugby's the big thing, or like football, well, soccer, you guys would fucking call it. It's fucking, those are kind of the big things over there, and Gaelic football, like all the Irish stuff. It's like, I'm probably just like another irrelevant wrestler. Like the only famous people that would get recognized probably Sheamus, famous MMA. You just said McGregor. Obviously, I like people like them, like McGregor, Joe Duffy, all them.
Yes. Ian Gary.
Yeah.
Many.
I mean, I think anyone who does like wrestling back home will more than likely see me. If anyone's coming from MMA, watching me prior when I was in MMA, they'll probably be coming towards wrestling to see me. Who knows if I do win? So audience is probably going to get bigger in Ireland over wrestling, but I don't think in viewership for ATWW, like, it's not going to go up much because of Ireland. I think it's going to go a bit lower because I'm like that irrelevant type of guy who's coming from this foreign country, potato eater, drunk all day. You know, like, I don't think
Yes.
viewership will go up. I think it's going to go down because I'm just one of those guys from a country that's not very known about. Well, it's known about, but in like a stereotype way.
When in Mount Olympus, made your case known to the ATWW universe. Such a huge upset, especially eliminating the final man in that match, and that was Ron. You were number 27, and you made yourself truly known. No one really thought Jordan Briggs was going to win the Mount Olympus Royal Rumble, and then he did. Now you are in this spot. You have the biggest opportunity here in ATWW history to become a double champ, the first ever double champ to hold both main titles, the ATWW World Championship and the ATWW IC Championship, the Intercontinental Championship that you hold right now. This. Do you think that Mount Olympus was your biggest win?
I think Mount Olympus was my biggest win in a long time, in probably over 2 years. My last proper fighting experience was 2 years ago before everything went down because of COVID. Obviously, flight restrictions and stuff. I wasn't really wrestling as much. If I was, I'd be going over to America here, like, and staying here for ages before I go back home. You know, like there was just all these travel restrictions. That just weren't able to work with me, so obviously I've downgraded over this time. I'm being back in wrestling full time now after over 2 years. It's 2023 right now. Happy New Year, everyone. But yeah, this is my first time wrestling in a long time, properly full time again.
You decided to bring back the Broken Blade. You have many nicknames, but now we all know that the Broken Blade is the most iconic you. This is a character that has never been undefeated. Or, well, that has never been defeated. Sorry. Up until Alex Black.
I wasn't Broken Blade by then. I was still
You had
whatever
the
the
dog
fuck
tags.
I was. King of
You had the
Olympus.
dog tags. You said Broken Blade. I mean, I was thinking maybe that was you. But
Just remembrance.
maybe I am wrong.
It's kind of like remembrance of something of my past. Like, I am bringing it back. I said this to my friend Carnage. If I lose this fight, this will be my first defeating with Broken Blade. I've not lost with the Broken Blade. It was my first most successful thing ever. I went over 800 fights undefeated. This will be my first defeat if I lose with Broken Blade. If I do lose, I am probably going to disappear for a while. Who knows? My son will probably take over.
Your thoughts on that, AJ Briggs? We haven't really got to you in a while.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's
give that man some sunshine.
Bit of a bold number, 800. Did you come up with that in your back room or something? In the locker room? Be talking
I
to
mean, you
someone
didn't see
acting?
me. You didn't see me 2 years ago, did you?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure anyone did.
Exactly, no one did. I was indie wrestling.
Fair.
You had 800 fights undefeated in 2 years. You had 800 fights. in
2 years
2
ago.
years.
2 years ago. From 2019 up until about mid-2020.
Okay. AJ Briggs, you have had many rivalries in the past. You have had many wars in the past. We all know that. And of course, you know, when we look back at some of your rivalries, we look at Wylo, we look at Ace Andrews, Amir Sin, DJ Young, many, many people, and many, many rivalries here in ATWW. This fight with Jordan Briggs is going to be very interesting for both of your guys' careers. Honestly, with all the rivalries that you have had here in ATWW, what do you think this rivalry and this match will rank above your list?
Above my list of
Yes.
rivals.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it would even get in the top 5, let alone 10. However, it really just depends on the situation that I am put into that match. If it's just a full-on beatdown, like I expect it to be, it's not be ranked any higher than 11.
I see. And of course, we know if you win, you are going to be working double business. We know that it's going to be very, very weird situation and very tiring for you in the next month if you win, because of course you're going to have to fight your former, well, should I even really say friend? Of course, a former partner of yours in the Lone Wolf, Alex Black, who has definitely made a name for himself here in ATWW as well, winning gold, making history, and dominating opponents just like you. Okay? And of course, as we discussed before, you're going to have to deal with Ron too. Two opponents really same month, and 2 fights on one event. You know, we haven't really seen that much of AJ Briggs. So, honestly, what do you think about possibly, with this win, working overtime, in a way? What do you think about fighting Alex Black and fighting Ron? Lights, camera, action.
Working double duty isn't really something that I'm that concerned about. That's not the thing that I'm concerned about. The thing I'm concerned about is actually, I'm not sure if there's anything I'm concerned about winning both titles. However, my thoughts on Alex Black and Ron in one night, yeah, that could be challenging for some people. However, in my past fucking fights, past couple fights, I haven't even been in the fight for longer than 10 minutes. I don't think that they will make it anywhere above 15 because I can just end it in a snap of a finger whenever they least expect it, no matter what. I mean, you've seen that. You've seen how quick I
Yes.
can just put someone away. I play with my food half the time. That's why some matches go longer than expected. And then
Right.
they get that bit of hope that they can possibly beat the AJ Briggs that has beaten so many people, and then I just put them away. One hit. 0 for 9, done. And expect it to be a problem for me working double time? No, not at all.
I mean, I'm not questioning your stamina, and I'm not questioning your durability as well. It's just we haven't really seen AJ Briggs work double time in a long time. So, you know, some things must be questioned about that. Especially fighting someone like Alex Black and fighting someone like Ron. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I can understand that, but other people's perspectives of Alex Black is completely different from mine. I mean,
Well, what do you think about Alex Black? What do you think of him as an ATWW superstar? What do you think of him as a superstar in general?
I think of him as someone that maybe could have been, but never got the accessibility to be the big one or the big guy in the company. And especially since I'm the guy in this company, he won't ever get to that limit. Ron, on him, he is the bigger challenge, supposedly, in the eyes of many other people, but for me, once again, it's just another guy who has lost his touch, has lost his, what do you say? I don't really know how to explain.
His skill, his talent.
A guy
His
that has lost
pizzazz.
his talent, but I don't know what else to say, really. Except both of them have
Okay.
lost their touch, and I don't expect anything.
One more question before I get into Jordan Briggs again. And it's a little bit of a weird question, but a lot of people, they question your love life. A lot of people have seen you with Brittany Bay. Would you like to comment on that?
Is this a serious question?
It doesn't have to be answered.
I prefer not to. Getting into personal
Okay.
business isn't something that I'm usually attuned to.
I see. Okay. That's completely understandable. Jordan Briggs.
I just have to cut in there real quickly. I feel like another man's love life should be kind of kept away unless they want it to be known about.
Yes, I know. I know. That was not a question from me. That was not a question from me.
Of course, someone in the media would love to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got all them fucking creeps out there, mate.
Something we all can have a nice conversation about.
Yeah.
Friendly fucking conversation.
Don't have to be in our
Okay.
shitty characters.
Vertero. Now, Angel Adams may be known as the style bender, but when it comes to you, you pretty much know so many styles. Dutch fighting, blackout brawling, wrestling, Muay Thai, slap fighting for some reason.
Oh, slap
and
fighting's
boxing.
great, man. Like, Jesus. You need to try it sometime.
Do you feel like the switch up of styles will cause problems for AJ Briggs, knowing that he hasn't really fought those many styles all at once in a match?
I don't really know. Like, especially the first match, I only knew like kind of 3 styles: Muay Thai, boxing was. And I've kind of stopped learning boxing because like anyone can throw a punch. 2 hands can throw a punch.
Yes.
Taekwondo was actually one of my originals as well. I didn't really use that much. I stopped training in that ages ago. I think it might be a problem for him. He would have to train in most of those just to be able to. I mean, half the time I don't even use them. Like, slapping is kind of my main thing as well. Like, backhand's gonna backhand him to the kitchen. I mean, kind of just slapping people, you know, and Muay Thai is kind of my main 2 things. Knees. I mean, Connor.
You like to take their confidence from their slaps, huh?
Yeah.
You like to take their confidence.
I like kind of going MMA style, going for the liver, you know, like drop their liver, they can't stand anymore. They're gonna drop down. They have to get their breath back. I think that's why liver shot's the best. I mean, half the time I'm doing liver shots, you just can't really see it that well, especially with my kicks. It's just the liver.
I see. Kind of Boss Ruden style with the body shots and the slap.
Mortal
fight.
Kombat style.
Definitely. I see. Well, Boss Ruden, definitely one of my favorites. Okay. So, we are about 38 minutes into this official stream. What we are going to do at the 40-minute mark is I'm going to let you guys really have your face-to-face. You guys are going to be talking privately with each other. I will not ask any more questions. So, my last questions to you both. This fight, we all know what's at stake, all right? Damn, Mike Tyson with that. We all know what's at stake here. This fight,
I like steak.
the biggest fight in ATWW, a fight that was supposed to be, rarely enough, Ferguson versus Dylan Goaty. Now we are here, fast forward months later, we have this fight, 2 main titles on the line. Is there anything that you guys really respect about each other?
Who's starting?
Who would like to go first?
I think this man is good. Self-pride,
Okay.
but he's kind of ripping himself from it, you know, each match. He's getting dragged down, like having fun, like he said he plays with his food. I don't think that's very good. Confidence in yourself. You don't know what could fuck you up. You can make any mistake. I've learned that in the past. I don't think that's a great idea to have fun with your food, you know? I like to just try and kill it fast.
So basically what you're saying is you don't have confidence.
I do have confidence. I think
man
you
that
should be
doesn't
just
have confidence.
more... I think you should be just a bit more strategic on how you're fighting. You don't know what could fuck you up anytime.
Okay.
Strategic.
20 seconds left. Briggs, anything you respect about Jordan Briggs before we get into this 5-minute deal here?
I don't know if I really do respect anything about this guy. I mean, he shows up late, he's drunk, and...
Yes.
Alright, I'll be excused real
over here.
quickly.
What?
Excuse me
nope,
for a
alright.
moment.
And
What?
he's going to be leaving.
Yeah.
So, not only that, why would I respect a man like this? A man that doesn't deserve respect in a business like this.
Okay. Well, it's 4:30 or 40 minutes, 30 seconds in right now. I'm going to let you guys have 5 minutes of talking. Talk about whatever you want. This is your face-to-face right here. Go ahead and have fun, boys. I'll just be sitting back, relaxing, and watching.
Well, since it seems he isn't here right now, I guess we'll just wait.
I'm here. Alright, I'm
Oh,
back.
he is here. Okay.
Yeah, he's sitting right across you.
Well, he did say he's excusing himself. I don't know if he's fucking wasn't here or
He,
not.
he was going to leave. He was going to leave. But
No,
I
I
think
just had to
Okay.
get some phlegm out my throat, you know.
Well, go ahead, guys. Fuck.
Well, Jordan, how would you even expect to beat me? I would love to know since you've been
I
talking
don't.
all this stuff about your. You don't.
I don't expect to
Uh-huh.
beat you. I said that before. I don't really expect to beat you. I kind of am expecting to lose.
Well.
Like I said, I'm gonna try and cut you down, though. I can cut you down.
Mhm.
I don't
Well,
expect to win, but I will cut you down.
You really think that I am that easy to break? If I
No.
win, I win. You're not gonna break me
I
down by
remember our
hitting a
first
couple
encounter.
moves
You've improved from then, clearly.
very clearly, and you haven't. You
No, I
got,
haven't. I
like I
don't need to
said,
improve.
like I said on Mount Olympus before it started, winning the Rumble wasn't gonna be the cut in the line that it's supposed to be. It isn't a chance at winning
And it's
the
all
title.
luck. People were tired, you know? It's all luck. Rumbles like that are all luck. You just have to gain your breath. It's to do with
Exactly.
stamina. How good are you with your stamina, you know? It's all just luck.
But winning that doesn't give you a shot at the title whenever I'm the champion. It gives
Well,
you a
that wasn't
shot
my
at death
decision.
and a
That
shot
wasn't my
at.
decision. It was Power's decision, wasn't it?
It was
I mean,
your
he won the
decision
Rumble.
to win it. You chose to win it. You could have easily jumped over the top rope
I
whenever
could
Warren
have,
was
but I
there.
didn't.
Should have.
Well, I didn't want to.
You
You know
would
how
want to. You would love to go back in time after tomorrow, after I beat your ass, and I leave you unconscious in the middle of the ring, and you're going to be thinking to yourself, how in the hell did I get into this situation? And you're going to remember back to Mount
I'll
Olympus
just blame
whenever you
Powers. It's
won.
gonna be Powers' fault.
Can't blame another man for
I
winning.
can. No, I can blame him for putting me in it, though. Can't I?
I mean, hey, you're the one who signed up.
That's true.
What can I
That's
say?
true, actually.
Yep.
Whatever.
You
done
boys
with
have
you.
about 3 minutes.
Mm.
I'm done with you.
You're done.
Oh, we're
Yes.
done?
Done.
Oh.
What do you mean you're done?
I mean, I'm done.
Still got 3 minutes.
This guy
What do you mean?
doesn't
We still
deserve
have
any
3
more of
minutes,
my
man.
time.
Come on. Come on. We still have 3 minutes.
What would you exactly like to ask me then? Since you
Oh.
want these 3 minutes. Exactly.
I mean, we don't really have anything to talk about, you know? It's kind of the thing. Oh,
You don't deserve this.
oh, come on, why are you leaving? Well, we can find something else to talk about, you know? That's all we have there. Stuff.
Go ahead. Intrigue me.
It was you started something, you know? You're the champion that I'm fighting for. You're the
And
you're the champion for the title that I'm fighting for. It was my decision
also
to
the
put this
champion I'm
title on the
fighting for.
line. It was my decision. It wasn't your decision.
Uh-huh.
This is
Was
all
it my
your.
decision
It
to
wasn't
have
your
this
choice to
early?
put the title on the line. You were forced to. I didn't. I had the decision. I chose to put it on the line.
Just like you were forced to win the Rumble. Yeah. Great. Great, man. Whatever.
Why don't you sit down and be a good boy?
Why should I?
That was very disrespectful to leave unexcused, you know?
It was very disrespectful for you to get here late and drunk.
It's not my fault.
He's got a point.
It's not my fault here that I was late here, you know?
Not your fault. What'd you do?
Yes.
Run into a cat? It ain't your fault. It's never your fault, is it?
Gee,
I love the Irish. Absolutely love them.
I love this Irish whiskey.
good shit.
Sorry. Okay, well, I guess that's it. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Briggs. Thank you both.
Oh, there we go. Now it's working.
Uh-huh.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm away.
Yeah, fuck you. Run, little beast.
He's gone.
Oh, well.
Well, Jordan, thank you for your time.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Yep. Well, don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We still have one other face-to-face to go. That was, of course, the biggest match of all, both for the IC Championship and the World Championship. AJ Briggs versus Jordan Briggs. You do not want to forget about this match right here. After a unfortunate no contest, after a back and forth fight, the greatest All-Stars champion of all time, at least in my opinion, Prince Vader, the three-time champion, is looking for a legitimate win against James Homicide. That will be your next face-to-face. Thank you all.